Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I propagate my Monstera Deliciosa. I've had it for, let's say, a year and a half-ish, maybe, around there, give or take. It started off as just like a one leaf cutting and it's grown into this beauty here, and I wanted to propagate it. I did repot it a few months ago and she went through real bad transplant shock. So I was giving her time to recuperate and get back to normal. And now that she looks a lot better and is putting out new leaves again, I figured it would be a good time to go ahead and propagate. And the main reason for propagation is to just make free versions. And the main reason oh my God, Dominique, get it together. And the main reason you propagate is just to make more versions of a plant you already own. You can add it to your own collection, you can sell it, you can give it as a gift to someone. Those are mainly the reasons people propagate plants. And I just want another Monstera Deliciosa in my collection, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and propagate her. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but during the panorama, people really got into houseplants. And so Monstera Deliciosas are really hard to find now, and when you do see them, they're really expensive. Like a plant this size would easily be $100, if not more. So it's another reason I love propagating, because then you can just get more of your same plant for free. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I do that. Just to explain the process, Monsteras have aerial roots, and the aerial roots are where the new roots are going to form from. So when you're cutting the plant, I'll show you guys a close-up, you want to make sure that you are cutting an inch below, a half inch to an inch, preferably an inch below the aerial root, and then that's when you'll go ahead and propagate it and put it in water and go from there. So let me show you guys. So let me show you guys how to do that. So now that I have you guys up in close and personal with my Monstera plant. So this is the one I'm going to be cutting, and this right here is an aerial root. So you want to cut at least an inch below that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And when you are cutting it, you want to make sure that you're using a clean pair of scissors. So wash, sanitize, whatever you want to do, because when you're cutting a plant, you're basically giving it an open wound. So you want to make sure that you're not introducing anything to your plant. So I'm going to cut right around here. It would help if I had like actual garden shears and not, you know, scissors, but it's fine. So this is the aerial root, and I cut about an inch below it, and then all of this we're going to put in water, and we're going to propagate that. Okay, so when you have your cutting, you can put it directly in water. This is a big mason jar that I have from marinara. I actually bought some marinara sauce and then kept the mason jar. Anyway, so I filled it about halfway with water, and you want to go ahead and stick it in there. And you want to keep this in a bright area, but you don't want it to have any direct sunlight, because if it has direct sunlight, it could potentially burn, since it has no roots right now and it's just sitting in water. So bright light but no direct sunlight. And then you also want to make sure that you're changing the water out at least once a week. The water can get pretty gross in there. You want to wait until the roots are at least 4 inches long before you go ahead and put it in potting soil. And when it comes to the potting soil that you want to use, you can get a regular store-bought one and just add a few additions to it to go ahead and make it the perfect mix for a Monstera. So they kind of like more of a cacti mix soil, so you can get regular soil mix and add some cacti mix in there, and you can also add some orchid bark or some perlite as well, and go ahead and add those modifications to the soil to make it really balanced for the Monstera Deliciosa. That's kind of the best way to go about it, honestly. I like to just get a store-bought soil mix just as like the foundation, and then kind of tweak it to whatever I need for the specific plant that I'm repotting. Monsteras are a big one because they can be pretty finicky with their soil, at least in my opinion. That's why I go ahead and add those amendments to the soil. And that's it, guys. That's all I have to say about propagating Monstera Deliciosas. If you'd like to see more plant content like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.